So the Yankees are off to a, quote, historically slow season this season. And obviously as a Yankees fan, I'm not happy about it at all. That's pretty obvious. I mean, who would be if your team is just absolutely terrible? And, I feel like I certainly wouldn't be as upset if it was a team where they weren't expected to do well. They don't have the highest payroll in the entire league. They aren't one of the wealthiest teams in sports. If those factors didn't exist, I probably wouldn't be as upset. But when you have the highest payroll in the entire league, you make maybe the most money in the entire league. You're in the number one market as New York City, one of the biggest cities in the world, probably the biggest city in the world. I mean, the Dodgers have... sorry about that. The Dodgers have some of those factors, but they aren't on that level. I mean, Los Angeles is a big city. They have a high payroll. They have history. But some of their history is from New York. I mean, in Brooklyn. And the last time the Yankees had this worst record in the American League was 1969. That was, quick math, 31, 21, 52 years ago. 52 years ago is the last time that this was a thing. That we had the worst record in the entire American League. And for those of you who aren't insane baseball nuts, and I'm certainly not myself, but the Yankees are the second worst team in the league. The Arizona Diamondbacks are better than them. And as of earlier today, that wasn't the case. But, yes, today they beat the Nationals. So they now have a better record than the Yankees. The Detroit Tigers have a better record than the Yankees. The Washington Nationals have a better record than the Yankees. The only team in the entire league who does not have a better record than the Yankees are the Colorado Rockies, who are one game behind. They've got the Astros twice, the Phillies 3 times, and the Giants 3 times in their next 3 series. Explain to me where the action is. The players are, quote, what was the quote? What word did they use earlier? Let's see. Frustrated. DJ LeMahieu said the team is tight and pressing. Aaron Boone is, quote, pissed off. But where does the action come in? We've got a 3-game series against the Braves coming up. Wednesday, we're on ESPN, in front of the entire world. The Braves are currently beating the Cubs in the bottom of the 6th, 13-3. The Braves are getting rolling. And as of now, I see a sweep. That's truly how I feel. I see this team getting swept by the Braves. Tomorrow night, 6:35. Wednesday night, 6:35. Okay, so it's 2-game series. It's back-to-back. And I see this team getting swept. Then they've got the Indians. Friday night, ESPN+. 4-game series there. 4-game series against the Orioles. And I wish I could say that these are going to be games that we can win. And we can win. I don't know whether we're choosing not to win. I don't know what the deal is. You come into the season much better than what you were last season. Boone says the Yankees are getting punched in the mouth. And who's punching them in the mouth? The other teams, but it's not the other team's fault. It's your fault. Last place Yankees, frustrated after swept by the Rays. The way that I see it, the only person who cares enough to win a game is Garrett Cole, the pitcher. He had 10 Ks today, 10 strikeouts, which is absolutely fantastic. But it doesn't matter how many strikeouts you have. You can have 23 strikeouts. If you lose the game, it's a loss. 27 strikeouts doesn't give you a win. 27 strikeouts doesn't boost you to the top of the AL East, which we're sitting at the bottom of, as you can probably tell, because the Rockies are nowhere near the East. And that's the only team in the entire MLB that we are better than. And as of these next 2 days, we just might be the worst team in the MLB. Depending on how the Rockies do against their series, which is against... I'll work on that. Here we go. Which is against the Astros. I mean, I can see them winning one of those games. I can. I don't think they will, but I can. I can see them winning one of those games. I know that I'm going to get comments on these posts saying, "Oh, you got 27 championships, you can't complain." If you aren't demanding excellence out of the team that you're giving money to by spending on jerseys and shirts, and I mean, look behind me on this wall. This is everything, that's a fraction of the Yankees stuff that I have, but you see a ton of Yankees stuff. By the way, I'm not a Cavaliers fan, I just have that over there. I don't know if anybody's seeing that or not. Now it's dimmed, but if you aren't demanding excellence from your team, that's on you. But I'm going to, because I don't want to spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours watching a Yankees game just to see them lose. I don't know. There could be a part 2 if they lose and become the worst team in the MLB. If something that somebody says pisses me off, I'll come on here and talk about it. But that's my Yankees rant. Second worst team in the MLB with the highest payroll and quite a few superstars on one lineup. Jay Bruce retired today, which apparently he retired because he just wants to make him... He just didn't feel like he was playing his best, which I totally respect. And he wasn't playing his best. So Jay Bruce is no longer a Yankee. They signed Corey Kluber, they signed Jameson Taillon, but they still have, it seems like, no pitching. Fielding is terrible, and the bats aren't making up for it. The bats are below average as it is. And they need to, if you're going to field like this, then you need to bat like this. And they're batting like this, and fielding like there, on the ground. But that's my Yankees rant. Appreciate it.